Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. So happy to have you here joining me today, sharing some energy. I am a professional intuitive empath, an artist, a chef, and all that jazz, a life path 3, all around, guys. And now that we know each other, I want to jump into the title of the video. So today what I want to talk to you about really quickly, 5 minutes or less, I promise, is the concept of soulmates versus life partners. I recently was watching a video by one of our YouTubers here, fellow YouTubers, Erica De Niro Kelly, I believe is her name. I want to say that's right, Erica De Niro Kelly. Anyway, the diva, if you guys watch her channel. And she does all kinds of reviews and things, but what I love about her channel specifically is that she talks about spiritual content and it's interspersed into her regular reviews as she's observing the dynamics that are happening. So Erica, if you're watching, hey girl, love your stuff. But what I will say is she, towards the end of one of her most recent videos, talked about the idea of soulmates and its chaos. And I thought that's a brilliant way that she phrased that. It was in my list, I promise you, of things to talk about that I had written down. You know, we make our list of videos we're gonna make, and so I came back and I looked and I was like, well, there it is. So I guess, you know, this is something synchronistic that the universe is causing to happen. So what I want to do is talk about our soulmates. People have this idea of soulmate, maybe twin flame. That's something else that she had brought up, twin flame. And while I do not know all of the answers, I can tell you what my years of working with clients has taught me. Our soulmates are catalysts that are meant to cause change. Our soulmates are a comet streaking through the sky. It means that we can see it. It can light up our life. It can be dazzling, but it is not meant for us to hold on to forever. Can you put lightning in a bottle? Can you put a comet in a bottle? Can you keep that energy forever? No. With Halley's Comet, one of our more famous comets, we can predict when it will return, but we don't get to keep it every year and over the 70-year span, every day of that 70-year span till the next return. So what I want you to understand, and astronomers out there, don't kill me if I got that time frame wrong, but what I want you to understand here about your soulmate is that they are catalysts, they are keys. So this is, I mean, maybe not appropriate because it's R. Kelly, but it's the key in the ignition, right? They turn something on in you and remind you of a past life or karmic connection that you came here to deal with, work through, or experience. I believe that we choose our soulmates before we incarnate. So like we buddy system up with them in past lives. We're like, okay, we're going to meet up at this time. Soulmate relationships usually have surrounding them May-December energy. So if you're dating somebody that's like very much older than you or younger than you, that is oftentimes a soulmated relationship, okay? Another example of soulmate relationship is not always lovers, and that is a point that Erica very wisely made. It is not always lovers. In that, she was 1000% correct. Sometimes it's your best friend. Sometimes it's not a best friend. Sometimes it's someone that you met that's in the military and they're across the world, and you can't get to each other. One of the hallmarks of soulmates is that it is usually hard to have a consistent day-to-day relationship with your soulmate. Try as you may, you will never achieve what you think is homeostasis. You know who you will achieve that with? Your life partner. Life partners come in and they may not be as dazzling and fancy or fiery as the soulmate. With the soulmate, I describe it as the bluest flame, right? That hottest flame, and it's fascinating and intriguing and it pulls you in, but it can also be disastrous, right? Would we not catch on fire if we hugged and cuddled up to the bluest flame? Of course we would. But that bluest flame reminds us, I'm alive. It reminds us, oh my gosh, I'm here. This matters. I care about that. Soulmates will dredge up your insecurities, y'all. So you guys have these rose-colored glasses on for soulmates. You're like, you know what? My soulmate is the most magical person and I just can't wait to find him, Jesus. No, that's not what you want. You want to encounter them, and trust me, each of us have several in a lifetime. You will encounter many. It is not one person that you end up married to. You end up married to or in life partnership with your life partner, and that means that there are some edges that are sanded off of the life partner. They may not be as magical as a soulmate feels, and the sex may not be as magical, and you think, Monette, well, why would I want to even sign up for that life? That sounds horrid. It is not horrid, but it is what is manageable and sustainable. Our life partners come in and they have just as much value as a soulmate, if not more, because truly we are learning to do life with them. In a life, you may have several life partners, so there is also no rule that you have to be married happily ever after. Some people prefer to have several life partners, and some people are supposed to evolve through that. So I do not want you to limit yourself into monogamy if that doesn't feel right for you. You can have several life partners. How many of you guys are on your second divorce or your second marriage or your fourth marriage or your first? So I do not want you to feel encumbered and tied down to the idea that a life partner means that you are there forever. It just means that there's a higher level of day-to-day compatibility. Whereas with the soulmate, it is scintillating, but it is not sustainable. And I do not want you to misconstrue that. Twin flames. Twin flames come in when we are to be learning a lesson very specifically. I have noticed that twin flames arrive during moments of synchronicity in my life. So they will pop up and they share a similar mirrored message. I call it a mirrored message. And I hear that song in my head from Justin Timberlake. It's like you're my mirror looking back at me. Let's forget about his other scandalos that he got into recently. But anyway, mirrors happen in relationships with twin flames. So that means that they're teaching you something about yourself, and you'll see something in them that is quite familiar. I do agree. Erica kind of posited that we are in this romantic idea of what a twin flame can be, and when it doesn't work out, we're devastated or our heart's broken. And I feel like that is very much something that happens. We think that this person is for us and is going to be with us forever, and then we realize, like, oh, this isn't working. And that's why I wanted to bring some clarity. Soulmates don't stay with you forever, y'all. They're not supposed to. It would kill you if they stayed with you forever, because it's emotionally draining. No one is able to sustain the bluest flame. Never forget that when it comes to soulmates. Life partners help you to develop a skill set to survive here, and there's compatibility that can actually go with you into a long-term relationship. Twin flames are teaching you something specific about yourself you need to see. So these are the categories, and I'll do another video expounding on that. I just wanted to get this up here as a response in a way to Miss Erica, because I love the question, and I felt like she was like bang on it, you know, like she really had some of the premise of it down. There is no reason for us to be beating our head against the wall because we don't have our soulmate. You all will have several soulmates. Heads up, 7-up. Several soulmates. It doesn't mean that you're going to spend forever after with them, and nor should it. You don't want that. Trust me, it is not the way that it was designed. Anyway, guys, I'm so glad that we were able to share this energy. If you have any questions about soulmates, or if you think I am vehemently wrong and you disagree, leave it in the comments. If you loved it and maybe you have seen some parallels in your life about some of these soulmates, life partners, and twin flames, please leave that in the comments too. And come back next time and join me, and we will continue to evolve together.